Hi guys, welcome to another video. As you can see, I look a little bit different to how I usually look, and that is because I am so happy to say that I finally got braids again. If you follow me on Instagram at UKCURLYGIRL, you will know that I frequently get braids, maybe like twice or if I'm lucky 3 times a year. So this year, this is my second time having braids. But this time I decided to opt for a new style that has been pretty popular online at the moment, and that is the knotless braids. When I tell you knotless is the way to go, I will never go back to the other style of box braids because knotless has actually changed my life. Knotless is basically when the hair that you add to your hair, so the extensions, doesn't knot around your root. So you'll find that they're not as tight at the root and they are not as thick as well in general. Well, mine are medium sized. With knotless, I've found that where it isn't right wrapped around the root of your hair, they're much easier to manipulate, and my stylist even said that you can manipulate them on the first day, whereas when you have box braids, the normal version in, you have to allow your hair to just like settle for a day or two before you can actually style it and put it up in a bun or like a top knot or anything like that. Whereas with knotless, you can do whatever you want to it straight away. Let me explain my whole knotless journey. How long did it take? So it took us about 8 hours to install this hairstyle. Bearing in mind my hair is super thick. She even actually mentioned that I probably have the thickest hair she's ever done. Yeah. And she took quite a few breaks in between, so probably it took about 6 hours in general, maybe 6/7 in general. But also bearing in mind, guys, mine are long as hell, so they go past my waist. They're pretty much, they go down to my thigh. I'd say they're like upper thigh level length. So I kind of went out of my comfort zone when it came to the length, because usually I stay inside my comfort zone. I don't want to try anything too new, but I thought, okay, let me try the knotless, but let me try them in a longer style. So I absolutely love having a lot more length. I don't think I will go back to mid-length box braids. I think they just look so much nicer long. You see it's so long. They are actually ombre as well, but they're ombre with a brown, so they're just slightly ombre. You can't really see the color too much in everyday life, so maybe next time I will go back to my ombre with the blonde, because that looked real good. But I just thought, let me slowly get myself into it. I have found so far it's been a week having these in, and you can see my roots, they're not too bad. Knotless, guys, does actually get much messier faster than what with normal box braids, just because the hair isn't wrapped around the root, so you'll find that your roots are more exposed and they probably get messier quickly, especially if you don't wrap it properly at night, which I have been trying to wear like my bonnet, a scarf, and obviously sleep on my Oso Curly satin pillowcase. So I have been trying to keep it protective as much as possible, and I don't really do too much to it style wise at the moment. If I feel like it's getting really messy, I probably will just start having it up in a bun or top knots just to hide the messiness, but for now it's not doing too bad. So the itchiness, you guys know that I always have an itchy scalp. I suffer with a really irritable scalp and irritable skin in general. So the past few times when I've had braids in, my scalp has reacted horribly to them. Like within the first few days, things are going fine. Come to like day 3 or day 5, the itchiness is on fire, to the point where I'm like sitting there itching it so much I just want to rip the hair out. It feels like it's on fire and I'm just done. There's even been times where I've had to take out the braids just because of the itchiness. It's been a week, 7 days so far. I had one itchy moment which didn't last for as long as it usually does, and it didn't sting. So what I did in that itchy moment is I don't usually use grease, but my stylist did recommend this product, which she actually used on my scalp when she was putting the braids in. So I thought, okay, let me just go for what she has recommended. I probably wouldn't use it on a regular, and that is the Do Grow Hair Vitalizer Anti-Itch Formula. And it did kind of soothe my scalp. Not bad, it wasn't too bad. But guys, with knotless you can't really use liquidy products anyway, so I kind of had to use a grease, because if I use an oil it's probably just gonna loosen the braids and just it might make the roots much messier. So I've tried to stick with greasy products, unfortunately. And this I just got from my local Afro hair store. It was $4.99. It did soothe the scalp, but I don't want to say that it has cured it. However, I haven't had a real itchy moment since, so I probably have tried to grease my hair every other day. And I've applied a bit of leave-in. It was actually a shea butter mix that I just like smoothed down my hair, and I think I've only applied that once within the week, so I may try and do that twice a week just to make sure my hair doesn't get really dry inside the braids. My edges, as you can see, I've done them myself today. Not as good as how she did them. I'll show you a picture of what my hair looked like when she had styled it. She had the edges on fleek. I am still practicing with my edges, but I have been using this, which I actually used the last time I had braids, and that is the Murray's Edge Wax. I really do love this. It's a beeswax, more hold. I could have got the stronger hold, to be fair, because I do find that my edges lift up after a while, but it smells beautiful. And I would never use this on my natural hair. Well, it is my natural hair, but I would never use it if I had my hair curly. It's only for when I have braids in. So how long am I going to keep these in for? Well, to be fair, it's been a week and I'm still quite happy with them. The minimum I do is 2 weeks. Like, I don't think I've actually lasted longer than 2 weeks, either because I've got like a curly hair thing that I need to do or attend, or the itchiness just gets way too much for me and I need to wash my hair and get it out. I'm gonna pray that I can do at least 3 weeks. If I can, that will be a huge achievement for me. However, I do find that my scalp is flaking up just a little bit, so I'm gonna try different techniques. I'm gonna try greasing it daily now, just to see if that helps. If it doesn't, I guess I know that technique doesn't work. But if you guys have any advice for flaking scalps whilst you have braids, please leave them down below. This is something I've had braids now 4 times. I've had box braids. This is the 4th time I've had them in, and I'm still kind of struggling. This is the best experience I've had, but I'm still kind of struggling with the scalp care. The hair that she used was actually a multi-pack of 6 bundles, so it wasn't like the usual hair you just get all this hair in one packet. It actually was a bonus packet, and it had like bundles of hairs if you're putting in weave. We actually only use 4 out of the 6 bundles of hair, so my hair is so light, guys. Like, I can fling my hair around, doesn't feel stiff or heavy, so light. I can just flick it. Loving the feel of it. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or stiff or achy, heavy, none of that. I've had no problems with that. Leave a picture of the hair here so you can see what kind of hair was used. It wasn't too expensive either, and again, I didn't use all of the bundles. I am based in South London, so I went to my stylist. Her name is Salone Sensei. I actually need to ask her how to pronounce the Instagram name, but I will leave the link here down below. And she did my hair. She always does my hair. I haven't had braids done by anyone else, and I never will have them done by anyone else. I pay for my braids every single time I have them done. This is not sponsored. She doesn't give me the braids. I get them paid for. However, I have been with her since the beginning, pretty much. Not the beginning of her journey, but of my braid journey. So she does give me a discount since I do bring a lot of clients and a lot of eyes onto her brand. So it's only, you know, in exchange. So it's really nice of her to do as well. It's so worth the money. I would pay over and over again because she just knows how to deal with natural hair, and they just always come out looking good. So yeah, thanks to my beautiful stylist for these. If you have any further questions on my braids and the knotless braid experience, please do leave them down below, and please expect some more braid videos. Do you have any ideas of what kind of braid videos you'd like me to do? Would you like me to do my night routine with them, hairstyles with them, or me taking them out? Let me know down below, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.